Let's get ready to
rip a face!
What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
Hiya, 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 na 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 na.
Ah, he vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Welcome. There we go. Now I'm on the claps. Welcome. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. And I know it's a pleasure to be here. Badger, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm fully shilling. I'm merchandised. Thank you, Mr. Tech Rat.
Let's make him kiss.
Wait,
What?
Wait.
No, I was just kidding. I was just totally kidding, but let's do it. It's a joke. How you doing, Badger? Looking good.
Point straight.
Link in chat. Save us, Rat. No, when Rat gets here, you best demand that link. Oh, there we go.
Man. You beautiful.
And
that's
that's
solo leveling.
That's why I outsource my modding to a third world country. They just do it better and for cheaper. You'll love to see it.
That Camel Network.
Gooch, how you doing? You're on your second day of recovery?
Yeah, spring break.
Woo! Oh! Woo! Ooh, la la. All right, that's what I love to see. So, where are you going to be twerking on your spring break?
I'll be traveling the world. I'll be going to Florida, Vegas in a couple weeks.
Ooh,
traveling the globe, twerking everywhere. Late night. I might even twerk tonight on late night. So,
that'll be fun.
$5 super chat goal and Gooch will dance.
Which's biggest fan can't wait for that. Do a super chat goal for all of it. Yes.
ABF, before chat gets any ideas of Gooch twerking on stream later tonight, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I just want to say, Gooch, don't forget to stretch before you twerk.
You son of...
Yeah, you're getting a little old there. Twerking's a young man's game.
I'll grift that one, B-Man. Thank you.
How dare you?
Also, I am making so much money in Schedule 1 that people are starting to try to rob me now, so I need to beef up security.
I need to join your gang. We'll talk about this later, but I'm currently a free agent looking for a gang to join. Schedule 1 currently beating Assassin's Creed Shadows. We'll also be talking about my experience with Yasuke Simulator. It was not as overwhelmingly positive experience as Steam would tell you it is. All right. Also played some Repo last night with the boys. ABF, so you played a lot of video games with the GCA guys. Are they just like fully retarded or bad at video games, or what is it?
It's a full-time job being retarded over there, yeah.
We dabble, but they...
Jake, get in here.
Sign me up. Where do I sign up for this?
Oh, also, so Jake
finally
wanted
a job for me.
His Lupin sticker, and I finally looked up the character he was talking about, and it's a hot, busty chick. And also, Jake, I saw on Crunchyroll, they have a Lupin series starring that chick. So for that, Hundy, I went ahead and put that series on there as well. So I'll probably binge that for you, because, man, Lupin is actually so good, and there's so many, and I've only seen the OG original Castle of Cagliostro, and I need to see more, but there's so many. There's so many, I don't know where to start. So I'll probably start with the hot chick.
Lupin is a lot of things.
Last I found a challenge worthy of my talent! All I can say is I sure hope you know what you're doing, boss!
I'll say, so if Badger does start an anime list to like grift off of, like Jake, throwing it out there, Castle of Cagliostro, it's also a Miyazaki movie as well. I think he would enjoy, and it would be a good one. I think we're gonna need to try to get him to watch more newer style of anime, but if we were watch some classics and it's just a movie instead of a show, I feel like Castle Cagliostro, I think he would enjoy it. It's a caper. Do you like heist movies, that sort of thing?
I love capers. You just
Okay,
Put 'em in some
perfect.
tuna on top
Yeah.
of a.
The
Oh,
art and animation's fantastic. And oh yes, capers. Were those fish?
No.
Were they? There's something Jewish, right?
It's like in the
Jewish
Olive
people eat them,
family or some
right?
shit like that. I don't know. Yeah.
If I don't know,
They do go on top of locks usually, or
Yeah.
yes, they are
Yeah,
Jewish.
they are fish adjacent, but they are not fish.
gefilte fish. That's the Jewish fish I was thinking of.
Gefilte. I don't want gefilte. No,
Okay.
it's a bad one.
No,
Just
yeah,
checking.
no.
Wait, do you guys hear that?
Huh?
Sorry, that was so I could add 25 to the calculator because guess what? It's the last day of everyone's favorite holiday, Griff Week. And wow, we are like literally exactly where I want to be. You might notice that the final goal is 2,000 for She-Hulk or Velma. That's not actually my goal. My goal is 1950, just before I have to watch She-Hulk or Velma.
1995.
So we did
1992 space movie.
We did.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, we did 5 days. So we to hit that we had to average 400. So we're basically just 20 short. We're 420. If we hit it, our previous high is 419. So we'd have to hit the new high at 420. Pun intended. But I don't want to do that. Please, guys, don't make me watch She-Hulk or Velma. I would hate that. But the good news is very decent chance I'm going to commission some art. I'd like to hit up Zach to do it of me smashing Grogu with the spiked baseball bat and then Badger, and then Badger, showcase, Badger.
Sorry,
and then I will finally not be the only one without merch. ABF's about to get merch. So yes, if we hit that 1750, I'm finally going to get that. I'll probably use those like a banner or some stuff too. If we hit 250, we spin the good or bad movie spin.
Oh.
Did I die?
Oh,
Am I
no, there
gone?
you go.
Am I alive?
All right, you're back.
You're alive.
$100 super chat. We're saving up for my new PC, assuming we find that graphics card, which I believe in us. Me and ABF, we got a crack team finding me a GPU. Sticker. Yeah,
right
I know.
here.
Two
Right
clicks. 2 clicks and a box cutter.
When he's
Plug
in
and
the
play,
crack
baby.
team, he has a bunch
right
of people
here.
on crack out there scouring all the things.
I'm here for you.
If you really want to troll me or there's something you really love, you would really want a sticker on my new PC, you have that option. And past goals we already hit. Last one, Cats and Dragon Ball Evolution, which I'm actually really excited for Dragon Ball Evolution. I have to watch Miss Marvel. We gave you a chance to have me watch Daredevil season 2, and you guys chose torture. And that's everything. Yeah, 420. We already 25. Yeah, less than 400 away. And I have to watch. So just like 350 more to go, guys, and then stop, and then no more, please, God. Okay, well, we're getting things started. Badger, are you preparing?
I saw something that almost triggered me, so it will most assuredly trigger Gooch. Erwin's boss for 199.69.
I needed a clip from you.
This power level is amazing. It's spectacular.
Oh my God, ABF! I finally. Do you want to deliver this one, ABF? I feel like I should probably take it, unless you want to deliver it appropriately.
No, I can do it if you want. Sure.
Yes, please. Okay, imagine I haven't seen it yet. All right, go ahead. And keep in mind, my dad watches. Go ahead.
Okay, sure, great. What should you do if your robot dog starts smoking?
Turn it off and turn it back on. Check for a driver update.
Logical, but no. Slow down and use lubricant.
Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will.
Well, actually, ABF, mine's self-lubricating, so...
Oh.
This power level is amazing. It's spectacular.
You got the Mark III. Good job.
They lubricate themselves.
You're built different.
Yes.
True. Unless it's an older dog sometimes.
I got the
Shouldn't
meta
judge them.
version. I'm saving up to get the Tesla winner version. We'll grift for the Tesla sex robot dog here next year. All right. Badger, let's go ahead and start with you. Gooch looks a little too happy right now. Let's change
Sorry,
that.
Gooch. We'll start light. I will just the tip you before we give you the shaft, and that is this suit is not getting better. Every once in a while in the subreddit, like the Superman or DC Cinematics will pop up. All of them are like, they're not gonna fix it in post. This is the suit. This is the suit we're getting.
Oh my god.
Look up, Gooch.
Oh,
they need to put like a hole in the back of
so
it,
gay looking. Go back to that.
and then like hook a shot back up to it, and then
Oh
suck
my-
all the air out of it.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
way
he
too
trying
and then-
loose.
And then
He's
put some like
almost doing
pins
the My
in.
Heart Goes Out to You look.
No, it looks like he's at a disco. Like
we have an
he's
emote for that. Wait, Saturday Night Fever? Is that the name of that movie? What's it called?
Yeah.
All right, going on the wheel.
Just don't
Right
do-
under
look at-
Howard-
Hey, look at
Howard
that
the dog.
junk, huh? I hunted Rob.
All right.
Yeah,
His
the
eye
suit's
isn't
way
wonky.
too
Why
loose.
are you
The-
looking at the
What?
Oh,
First of
okay.
all,
I
straight.
did till you said
Second of all,
something, but
come on.
Right.
What are we talking about here? It would be gay
I-
not to point that out.
and it'd be right to complain if it weren't there.
Yeah. See?
Badger's interest is bulging.
Hashtag not my supercock.
I don't know if you guys have ever put on one of these Superman suits, but I unfortunately have. And let me tell you something. You got to wear something called a dancer's belt or you get
what?
to see everything.
Yeah, he figured that out after sending me the pictures. Yeah.
Oh.
It's got
it wasn't
anti-frog
so
eye
bad.
technology.
No, it wasn't Badger, but we have to pretend.
veins and all?
I mean, I'm gonna say it did not look like David Cornsweat. I'll say that. I mean, Badger's a handsome gentleman, but he's no supercock.
We saw the Metamorpho actor talk about the movie and say that I'm hesitant to like it to Guardians, but I do think that Superman has the same heart and intelligence. That's James' trademark, but I think it's going to be its own thing entirely. And well, okay, so take it. This is the grain of salt because it's my time to shine. Hello.
We were talking about you the other day, Amelia Clark's scroll arm. What happened to you? We didn't see you sitting down in the chairs.
The Superman
Sorry, go ahead,
movie
Badge.
is very much like All-Star Superman. No real central plot, just Lex scheming in different ways to kill Superman or get him locked up. A kaiju, a black hole in the sky, a conflict between nations, a clone. He throws everything at him. He also turns the public against Superman and gets him arrested, which we've all seen this in the trailers, by the way.
Yeah, I assume that's like why the can gets thrown at his head, whatever that is.
Yes, and we've seen him in handcuffs with Rick Flag, who's there for like a hot second, the guy from Creature Commandos.
Oh,
We've
God.
seen the little kid raise the flag, say that's the nation's thing. We know Ultraman is the clone. We've seen the kaiju. So no real central plot.
I think at this point, the only thing that's gonna like really save this, especially like for me, a good Lex Luthor. Like, please God, Nick Holt, like, act
And we
your
heard-
fucking ass off, please.
We heard from that normie who said that he's good, but he's a little over the top and a little one
that's-
note, as in like all he does is hate Superman and get angry about. But
That might work.
that's Lex in
Fine.
a lot of movies, right? I know that's the thing.
prefer that over what Gene
And I do
Hackman,
like
Lex
the plotting.
Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's great. I like the eccentric Lex Luthor, but I'd rather the like mad scientist. I grudge against Superman.
This is not looking good. Not
My
looking good at all.
fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I need to make sure I add James Gunn to the My Fist clip, which I'll probably get working on like tomorrow or so.
To be fair, my All-Star Superman is commonly cited as a good run, though.
But I'm afraid to because the art doesn't look all that great, and Grant
I don't-
Morrison, I do not.
I
care
have it,
for.
and I haven't read it yet. It's just, I bought it because it is a seminal piece, but yeah, the art's not my favorite.
French Moon, I'm so glad that you're like always so positive and you keep like listening to us be negative and stuff, and you keep coming back and just being positive. And
Here's
we
the
might
thing.
not agree on positivity and negativity, but I
I'm
appreciate you.
trying to be positive,
Me too.
but I don't like
Scott.
the way that Superman looks.
I was happy about Bradley Cooper Torrell. I'm so desperate to be happy about something.
Yeah, maybe that'll.
That's going to take away from the film. I think that I don't know.
I'm gonna see Bradley Cooper. That's the thing. But see, I said that, and I
Yeah.
didn't see Russell Crowe. I saw Jor-El, so maybe he'll do a. All I'm saying is that this is dick stuff aside, this is just a really busy, like the forearm stuff, and the shoulder. All the
There's a big difference
like
because Henry Cavill
make
can
this?
Henry Cavill can like soak up the spotlight. So when you have who'd you just mention there?
David Cornsweet. Who are you talking about?
No, as Jor-El there.
Bradley Cooper.
No, the other
you
one.
might know him as Rocket Raccoon.
Russell Crowe.
Jor-El.
Russell Crowe.
Russell
When
Crowe,
you
yeah.
Russell Crowe, it works because you have someone that's already got the limelight and bringing you in, and then you bring in Russell Crowe. You got two dynamic pieces. Cornsweet's got nothing, and then you add Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper's going to take that away from Cornsweet.
By all accounts, they don't in this one. That it is at least that Rachel Brosnahan is really good. She steals all the scenes. She's again the person that said this was a normie and loved Marvelous Miss Maisel. So take that for what you will. But
and a female. So I mean,
right. But that means that
Yeah.
the love it stuff worked and was present, and he's not cucked. At least not in the first one.
I just figured out what his uniform is.
A motocross outfit.
Yes, thank you. It's like a dirt bike jacket. Yeah.
No, but see, the problem is if you look at the other Justice Leaguers, they have the same lines and forearm lining. So
that's fine.
Again,
I'm talking about
guess,
like the texture and how it's just loose on his body like that.
My guess is that
it
his
looks
mom,
corduroy.
if
Yeah.
you do it the right way, his mom made this outfit copying the Justice League outfits that are out there by Maxwell Lord. So she gave him the same lines and shit like that, but then made them. Bro, I'm headcanning like a motherfucker right now. But
he does it. The dude is fucking jacked, and that's the whole problem. Is they got a jacked dude and then make him look not jacked in his terribly fitting suit.
he's apparently bigger than Henry
good.
Cavill, unless you believe that's just like propaganda from the studio that he ripped the Henry Cavill suit, putting it on.
I don't doubt that
It's rough.
because there's a big size difference. Like he's taller, he's a big guy, but he's just proportionally he doesn't have the Superman look. Like he's tall, he's a big guy, but Superman has that big thick chest. Like
We'll see.
big
He might
solid
say-
fucker on
Gooch,
top.
the thing is, he
Gooch
might
wants a
fucking
beefcake.
save someone and sound like fucking Superman, and you'll go, God damn it. Shitty suit aside. You know what I'm saying? All it's going to take.
And I'm fine. And his Clark Kent, I think he'll be able to pull that off at least.
I definitely, it's the most I've ever looked like, oh, that motherfucker's not Superman. Like, I would never look at that Clark and think.
I'd like a nice little wholesome, sweet, nerdy Superman. I think they could pull it off. But the suit, though, needs to pull it tighter. Like I'm saying, just suck it all like right against him, you know?
Every animated depiction of it looks better, but they all make it skin tight and they all make the emblem chest wide. Because chest wide emblems are best.
Yes. Gooch is a size
Very
queen as
present.
I should just lie on the floor and you guys kick me, all right? Like, what the-
We do.
what
That's
the hell?
Underwear.
we love you. The kicks are out of love, Gooch.
yeah, like I don't get kicked enough.
They're love kicks, Gooch. Just take it.
I do have one more thing to trigger you. We could talk about the Russo brothers talking about which parts of Secret Wars they're gonna.
Oh my god!
So, well, you're already on the ground. Let me just fucking finish you off, buddy. Come on. Phrasing.
Yeah, the kicks are out of love.
The shovels are in the back.
This is just clarifying. About Avengers Doomsday production has started, but not filming. They're still building sets. Filming only starts in April, and they still don't have a finalized script, which is why we have not gotten a full. I know. Hold on. Gird your loins. They're talking about Secret Wars. Well, we always create our own version of the story, so we use the comics as loose inspiration. But I grew up on the original run. That's something that got me into Marvel Comics. The Hickman run is also fantastic, and they're very different from each other in a lot of ways. So we'll draw inspiration from both of them. In terms of what we're drawing on for, this is the most telling part, by the way. In terms of what we're drawing on for our storytelling, we take the comprehensive view of the MCU, the current MCU. So without getting into anything more specific than that, this is the universe we're telling a story within. You can read into that what you like. And what you can read into is that the stars of this Secret Wars will be all of their shitty characters that we don't care about, from Kamala to Binary or
Non-binary.
Ghost. Yeah.
Damn it, Gooch. I have the Simpsons He's Already Dead clip, but it's too long. I don't have it clipped down. I was really wanting to play it. There we go. Bonus Gooch clip for winning the dad joke contest, which you also won yesterday when we weren't even doing a dad joke contest. Gooch, he's already dead.
No, and to be fair, some of them didn't even try to steal from the comics. But what, like I said, what I would highlight there is not that they're taking from Secret Wars. That should be obvious. It's that the list of figures, of action figures that they get to use to film this are all the ones that we rejected from the past phase.
Here's the thing. He might have read the original comics back in the 80s, in 85. Great. The new Hickman run is all with Kamala Khan and all the new characters. That is the run they're going to probably use. I think this is just lip service trying to bring in some nerds into the movie. I don't believe a word he's saying. I just like this move. Marvel is a complete shit show. They have no idea what they're doing over there. They really.
What
don't.
makes more money, Superman or Doomsday?
Superman.
I think Superman too, actually.
Yeah, because it's the reboot as we discussed. But now, I think they're both gonna fail, though. I am so black. Gooch got me. I'm losing that Snow White.
Come on, reference, we got to get him to look up. Come on.
Leon gave me
That's
a 200.
That's a good question because there's a bigger Marvel. There's a way bigger Marvel fan base than DC. So.
But that Marvel fan base has been so fucking alienated, and they're so apathetic that even Daredevil isn't getting
Black in America.
Echo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Echo, Daredevil, Ironheart. Oh my God, Ironheart.
Superman movies have never really done well to begin with. So,
and I still think it wins.
That's
at this point,
that's close. That's razor close.
I'm so freaking black pilled at this point. I'm like, if they break 500 mil, I lost the bet. Leon gave me a $220 million bet on Snow White. I'm like, no, we'll make it the 400 mil.
Oh,
and
Snow
I still would have lost the 220 mil bet probably.
This might not make it to $200 million. This might be full of Marvels.
I'm black pilled. I'm with Gooch. Hashtag Gooch did nothing wrong.
Yeah, you only saw it one time. You need to keep seeing it.
That's the problem.
43% from international.
You sick man. You sick man.
Another Griff stream.
Yeah, and it's exactly what I kept talking about, where I thought it was gonna manage to beat it because the international tards were gonna see it internationally because they always do with the Disney live action, and then the tards were like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, the global market didn't turn out.
Yes, that's what screwed me on Wicked as well because the international got fucked.
This was my point, Jeff. Also, and I know we've all made this. Is like everyone talks about these movies. Like by the time we get through Doomsday and Secret Wars and the Spider-Man movie and all that, like we even give a shit in the 2030s. Like
Appa, yeah. How do you think the Apathy's going to be 5 years from now?
How is Gunn going to do all these things and then do the other? It's like you, good luck.
And we started off with Creature Commandos. You guys loved it, right? You guys loved it so much you got a season 2. So
that was so.
I mean, I didn't hate it, and it was the second most thing watched compared to Penguin. So by all accounts on Max, it was a success. It just thought it was a very weird tonally to put that out first. He did establish the world that this is a world that has metahumans and established teams, and it's fine. But it's sort of doing what Marvel tried to do and stopped, which is just like, yeah, we'll connect it loosely to the past, but not enough. It's like either connect it or don't, and they're. Waller's the same, but the other things are different.
It was well done, but they bashed MAGA people at the very beginning, and they turned Frankenstein into a cuck. Like there was too many weird
told me
things.
That was my fault
like,
for inferring that was supposed to be lefties or something, and
it was like over sexualized, and that's a weird way to open up the DCU.
Yeah, he had a bunch of weird shit.
I spaced for a second. I thought you said that Snow White was over sexualized, and I was like, no. And then I was like, oh wait, no. Creature Commandos with like necrophilia.
And
that's what I was thinking too. I was on the same wavelength. I'm like, wait, what?
And I was like, no, some light necrophilia or whatever. Yeah, what's the weird degenerate crap in it?
Oh, when Dr. Frankenstein is fucking the bride, and then the monster comes in and sees it and gets cucked, and then spends the rest of the centuries chasing after her.
Yep.
To
so
rape
creepy.
her.
Oh god.
I saw enough after 2 episodes.
I watched all of it because I'm a masochist.
And he hasn't seen Princess Mononoke, chat. Can you believe it? Let's make him watch Princess Mononoke. Wait, do you have an IMAX? Wait, no, it's probably out of IMAX already. All right. So
I think it did well. I think it did well, Princess Mononoke.
Oh, it did. It beat everything but Snow White in like previews or whatever.
Those re-releases, they seem to just sell out really quickly.
Oh, I could not see Howl's Moving Castle, which I really want to see in theaters, and that wasn't even a 4K remake. I went in to go check it out, and when I looked at the screen, like it made my eyes like tear up a little bit, and then I looked to see how many people were there, and it was full, and there's a bunch of women as well with their blankets, because women always take blankets into movie theaters now.
What?
It's just acceptable.
I've never seen that.
I was super jealous. You don't go to the movie theaters. I mean, you do. You go to Snow White when you're the only one in the movie theater.
Yeah. Well, I went to Wicked. I mean, they were trying to use me as a blanket, but I mean, like,
froze on me.
Yeah.
Someone save me. Gooch, is he back?
Yeah.
There's Gooch. Gooch is back for me. Hey, Gooch. Sorry, it's
He
really
never left. It was you.
It's really hard to host streams. I know. I'm aware. I'm not only are we saving up for a new PC, we are saving up for me to move apartments. So I have working first world internet. B-Man literally has been bullying me for over a year to live stream games. And then I'm like, I don't have the internet for it. So I put out members only gaming videos. And that's still not enough for B-Man. And then he harasses me until I save up for a new PC and literally move. I've lived here for like 3.5, 4 years, and I am moving for B-Man. So just remember, chat, bullying works, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'm literally willing to move for you guys. Also, by the way, we are commissioning art for merch. We did hit it. We're at, 225, so we're also 25 away from spinning the wheel of good and bad. It is full. We got Malcolm X next to Gone in 60 Seconds, the old version. We got Romancing the Stone next to Green Lantern. We got the Transporter next to Freddy Got Fingered and He-Man Masters of the Universe. Guys, we need to spin the wheel, all right? Just throwing it out.
If we get over 500, he'll see Snow White again.
I don't remember saying that.
It's up there. It's up there.
The goal is, chat, we're going to try to hit $1,999.99. That's the actual true secret goal.
Snow White.
I'll see Snow White. Actually, I think I'd rather see Snow White than Velma or She-Hulk. All right. ABF, I was all excited to see my precious... but there's so much more. But there's like 8 episodes or whatever,
they're
right?
Short.
There's so much... wait, they're not hour long?
No. And if you don't count the credits, they're like fucking 15-minute episodes.
What about Miss Marvel? How long is Miss Marvel episodes?
I never watched Miss Marvel. I don't know.
Because I feel like those are going to be the longest. All right. Well, I'm not going to see it, but everyone else went to go see it and managed to beat Snow White. And then, I was going to lead into this, and it's failing. And Gooch, remind me tonight. I need to just go and gift you a membership. I lost this bet so fucking hard. I lost Wicked by... I actually need to check the box office. It's been going up. I lost it by like 11 million.
How many people thought this thing was going to make $1 billion? I think Robert Meyer Burnett said it was going to make $1 billion.
He said it would make over 500 million.
I think Epic Mike was saying it was going to make a lot of money. I think
Miss Marvel episodes are
Monday's going to be a fun show on Versus. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Hey, Gooch, remember the last time I showed you the box office and it was 11 million away after previously it had been stuck at 16 million away? We're less than 7 million away. So actually, I might need to hold off on gifting that membership.
Yeah, you might
because
have to hold off.
I might somehow manage to win the Wicked bet.
How long are the episodes, Red? Are they 40 or 50-minute episodes? Or are they
40 to 50 minutes long.
Oh, God. What?
By the way, not for nothing, he really does. He really does. Just because he screams loudly and confidently. I've said this to him. It's not good. It's not good.
Oh, he does occasionally have some good takes. Oh yeah, Leon also occasionally has some good takes.
Yeah, occasionally has good takes.
But
Most of the time.
The severity of the bad takes so far away from the good takes.
Far outweighs or overshadows. Yeah,
it's the doubling down on the bad takes too.
And then doubling down. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure if Gooch was going to be here, so I got rid of it. But the Shad AI art, Studio Ghibli. Oh my God, he pissed so many people off. And normally I'm on his side, but
I did that today.
He fucked that up.
I said, draw me as a Studio Ghibli character.
Wait, Grok?
It drew me as a freaking chick.
Grok's not as good.
And it's Chat GPT everyone's using because it just got an update. And that update makes it so it actually
I was a
does
chick.
better.
I was like, what the hell?
Well, you saw Vex was like a bald, and then the showed me his, and it made him like a bald white dude.
Well, that makes sense, though. That makes sense.
Well, because that's what we all know he is, that liar. He's neither Australian. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
we'll see someday.
Leon might be wrong, but he's willing to listen. No, he's not. He literally cannot hear.
Depending on what side you yell at him.
All right. So I got what I was expecting, but you guys were like, thought you were going to out finale that last finale we just had with that amazing fight. I got what I wanted, but Badger, ABF are a bit disappointed. I haven't quite heard Gooch's. Badger?
Loved
I'm
it.
not
Tell us.
disappointed. I just was a
Underwhelmed.
little bit underwhelmed. Yeah, like it was
Which
cool.
underwhelmed and disappointed I was, would call
It was an episode, but nothing blew me away, and even the revelations were like, yeah, I got it that much, and like, yeah, it was fine. I just wish it had been one episode, and I would have been fine.
Did you make any faces like this though while you were watching?
No, I did not. I did not. No,
I went like when he hit level 100, I was like,
oh yeah,
like
no, and I and I stopped to look at his shit. Yeah, no, and like it was great.
I went Seyo Ichiwa.
I was fine. I was whelmed, Jeff. Highly whelmed.
ABF, you might have thought of this as well. He hit 100, and I immediately thought shit bucket.
Yeah,
because he hit Kearney 100.
Well, I'm also my first thought. I did think of that, but my first thought is he level capped now?
That's what I thought.
That was my actual first thought, and then I thought Kearney 100 shit bucket.
Yeah. So can he get to 101? Is it like exponentially more XP to go to 101?
He's gonna have to,
or?
And also I noticed like he's got skill points left over, ability
yeah.
points that he maxed out.
Also,
he can't put them anywhere.
Often when you hit the cap, then you get like an extra skill tree or something to start leveling up slowly. So it hit 100. It might be bad that it's a cap, but it might also open up another like class or something.
Like in Star Trek Online, I don't get specialization points anymore because I've maxed out all. I've been playing it for so many years.
You get like
so
a mastery
I get a different set of reward, and I've mastered all those. Like I literally have every upgrade fully. It's taken decades.
Or
I've been playing for 84 years. But the
Call
point
of
is now I
Duty,
get
you start over
rewards.
again, and then you get.
Oh, they better not.
Oh, can he prestige?
He better not.
Prestige.
Yeah.
Yes, Sebrew and all the other weebs out there, I will be explaining how anime works. And yeah, I was expecting, the wrap up episode, and I thought it was actually pretty decent for a wrap up episode. I needed a little bit more at the end. ABF, did you want to talk a little about the underwhelmingness for you?
Well, I wasn't underwhelmed per se. I was still riding the high of the last episode, and I'm just like, oh, okay, we're just kind of chilling out with this one. I am kind of excited for the next season now because I'm not going to give anything away. It kind of points to where it's going to be going a little bit. So that's going to be
and he's
fun.
only OP with the enemies that we've seen and the shit we've seen.
Yeah.
It only took one next level thing for him to not be so OP. And like, depending on what we see in the next season.
If they're anime, I trust anime to handle OP characters well. And it's like, we want him to be OP, but then, he destroys everyone. But that last fight, he's destroying the black ant at first, but then he went Super Saiyan mode, and it's like, all right, then we got that good fight. So yeah, we want him to be super OP and super special, but then you kind of got a hamstring. You got to do it like Superman, constantly always having to get kneecapped. But a lot of times where you just like kill off Superman to get rid of him, and that's a terrible idea. Anime, the East, they actually. Like One Punch Man is such a perfect example. He's always off on his own little adventures while the side characters are fighting the bad guy, and then he shows up at the end and defeats him with one punch. And it sounds like terrible story writing. It's actually fantastic. So
yeah, it is.
But yeah, he's a bit too OP, but that's how it is. Badger's been talking about it where you over level like in an RPG, and then you get to the final boss and you one shot him, and you're like, fuck. Also, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Hey, still muted.
Badger.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
That's me. That streamer, it's always screwing up.
Bless it.
You had so much to say there.
No.
I know. You seem passionate
Talk about
about
how gay
it.
everyone is.
I'm like, oh, he has so much.
God is good.
I'm not gonna lie. That part where, sorry, go ahead, Dave.
When he's using his summoning skill in like the morality that he had behind it, so good.
So
yes,
they combined my two things, because I thought he would become healer, or I thought he would have the moral question of, do I raise her? But instead, he raises the healer. And then we get the moral question. I also really love when the guy puts the hand on his shoulder and he says, the last time you put the hand on my shoulder, you gave me an order. This time it's like a an impassioned
dude.
plea or something like that.
It's the respect. It's out of
Yeah,
respect
and it's
for-
like,
yeah.
and I had the same idea. I'm like,
Yeah, but this also means he
It was
did
so
in fact enslave that one dude's soul. That
maybe
tried to
allegedly, who knows?
kill him.
Spoiler alert.
No,
but
then
we just talked about it, which means
when he
previously
and then
that
you get
guy
the
is in fact,
yeah.
when
I
he
know,
made
but
Baru,
that's the cool shit I'm
Baru
trying to say,
rise, when he made Baru rise, and the whole like the
Turned
realm-
upside
like,
down,
yeah, it realm,
goo,
and he's like,
now-
"What's happening here?" It's like I'm in a dark place. I was like, "Oh shit, this is getting interesting." What's going? What's
when I
happening
saw
here? Like,
when I saw a rank 1 general, my nips got a little bit hard.
yeah.
Oh man.
Give me a name, master. Oh,
yeah.
When you think they can't fight any more video game dirty stuff, they keep fighting it. It's amazing.
My loyalty is always to you. Like, oh,
filled with happiness.
And then, all right, and then I was going to give my breakdown of why is anime structure like this. Gooch, your thoughts on it?
I loved it. I thought it was a great ending. It's not as good as the last episode, but still really good.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what I'm
it was
going to be talking
a
about.
perfect way.
That's how it
I
usually
think it's
works.
a perfect way to end the season because now you're like really invested. Now you want to know what the hell is actually going on. There's so much still that we need to know, and we haven't even scratched the surface yet. It's just
All right, breakdown time. So it's 25 episodes. Classic anime is 26 episodes. A lot of them, they'll do 24, do the 12. They always do it in like half seasons, like traditional television would do. So at the end of that first half, you always have that big, like mid-season fight and big revelations and whatnot. And then they'll come back. A lot of times they'll do like a full-blown recap episode. And that's when, you'll have like 25 episodes occasionally and stuff like that. Thank God they don't do it here. So we had the big him like multi-classing at the end of the first season. And then this one, though, you wanted something big like that, but instead it was more of just like a positive ending. Which the reason I think they did that is because that's 25 episodes. That's a full season. So that's a full story arc for anime. So a lot of times, they'll do like the big cliffhanger stuff, but a lot of times in that they try to give you like closure of an ending. He's all at the end. He's like, oh, everything's good. Everything's going right. We got a little stuff going on in the background. And he just got the evil eye and he's like, on to the next thing. So it's a little underwhelming. I get it, but it's very stereotypical of trying to close out an arc. And I like giving the closure, especially for how long we're probably going to have to wait for more. But yeah, you need at that very end where his dad comes up behind him. He's all feeling all confident. You get that nice closure ending. And then his dad just pops up. He's like, oh, and then dad's just like, we need to talk, son.
Here's the thing about that ending. Okay. The first season ended off, he was on a mission to save his mother. He was just using all this just to bring his mother back to life potentially. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but the ending for this season is he's walking and he's talking about everything that he's done, and now he realized
the real end is them solving the island situation.
Yes.
We also got an end with his mom, but we got a little earlier.
Yeah, but like now it's like he's accepting that I'm a hunter. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to level up.
What he tells the chairman he wants to do going forward is pretty indicative of the things that he just.
And then you get all the international guild politics. Him starting a new guild they're always talking about that power
That's
balance.
what has to be excited. Yeah.
We're gonna get some like Game of Thrones between the guilds.
He's constantly self-reflecting of what am I doing with this power? What is my mission? What is like, and now he realizes that like throughout the last couple episodes, he's just like, I'm born to be a hunter. This is what I'm supposed to do. And like,
if only he had. By the way, the criticisms of him were correct. Had he been there at the island to begin with, those guys would have been alive because he would have been there to fight it. But that's Peter Parker with great power comes great responsibility lesson that I hope he did fucking learn, which it seems like he did, because that's why he's like, okay, I can't sit on the sidelines or be quiet. I need to do this and I need to do it. And I can't be under anyone else's tutelage. I need to be the one in charge.
Yeah.
And you understood it because he finally gets what he wants back, and he's like, I need to protect it. This isn't my fight. I risked all this and I finally got what I want. I don't want to risk it. But then it's like, but there's consequences to that. And so now he's like, I'm the player, bro. I got to be the man, whether I like it or not. Which is why he's like, oh, I'm in control. And then his dad pops up behind him and he realizes, oh, no, shit. I am not in control. There's a much bigger world and people much stronger than me.
That's which is like his OP is like, but if this is an invincible thing, we've just been seeing Mark invincible. It's very impressive. But when Daddy comes and he fucking smashes Jinyu through the reality and fights him in a bunch of like open portals and is smashing him through monster realms or whatever the fuck, he's not going to be so OP anymore. And then he's going to have to learn his actual
And
heritage or whatever the hell he's from.
Him being so OP, or Black Ant versus all the other hunters being so OP, it sets up those perfect moments when all the hunters realize, oh, this dude's crazy OP, and they're like, he's so strong. How is he so fast? And all that. And I fucking love all those moments in the show when the others realize just how strong he is.
No.
So you got to show off the various power levels.
And all the shadows are lined up.
Oh
as
yeah.
He's walking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's kind of what this
into the
ending.
fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying for the wrap up episode is. Yeah, it shows off like all he's gained
Which
and
I'm
whatnot.
assuming his army cap has increased.
Well, he's got all those fucking ants
ants
now too,
and then you can only have a certain amount of, because normally it's like you either have a
Level up,
shitload
level
of
up,
lower
level
level,
up,
or you have a
level up,
lot of
level
like
up.
a higher fucking tier rank. And he's got like he's got a full on multi-classed army now.
Oh, I'm gonna
he's
watch it
still
again.
he's gonna have to learn some healing then, and he'll finally be as OP as possible.
Scar.
I do like too. They brought the guy from the original Double Dungeon, like missing the arm, and the girl like healer. They showed up to fight some. It's nice getting some of those side characters showing up again.
Captain Song,
and then all the Hunters Guild stuff, like the Japanese Guild, all their Plan 9 or whatever it was operate. Yeah, that there's and they're like, no, back out, everyone's dead, and all the international politics. Yeah, like ABF. I'm really looking forward to all that stuff. A nice little
Remember when
meta
I said I would take
story.
over if I got special powers, but I would be a benevolent.
Well, yeah, because where my mind goes with the guild, it's like he'll probably recruit a bunch of less powerful people, and then I imagine we're gonna get a whole bunch of stories of just that, and actually not with Jin. You know what I mean?
He's gonna have to
we're gonna
pull a
see
Revan.
their struggles.
He's gonna have to pull Revan because he knows about the army and the war coming, but everyone is fractured, so he's gonna have to like unite everyone by taking over so that they can fight the much bigger army coming to fight them.
Oh, the hunt. Yeah, because we get some new bad guys that we just shouldn't even mention at all. And they mentioned a hunt. It's still on like schedule. And I'm like,
that's what happened to Revan. Revan found the true Sith. It was like, oh, the Republic's going to get wiped out if the true Sith come back. They're not at all unified. I'll unify them.
So ABF and One Punch Man, they have like the Heroes Association or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's all like the rankings people, but then they're all actually way less strong than he is. So you see a lot of them doing the fighting. You get a lot of side character stuff, and then he's doing his own thing, being fun, and then he comes at the end and one punches everything.
Yeah,
and they make it work.
He's a level C originally.
Well, so with the guild stuff, it made me immediately think like, he's gonna need to fund it somehow, and they're gonna probably have an episode of how they're gonna do like a mining the portal situation. And
I love that stuff.
The whole building behind that. I bet
the
that's
world,
gonna be really cool.
The world building, the like economics, and the using the crystals as a energy source and stuff. Like I'm a nerd. I need to know more about.
I'm curious about the sister. That's my thing.
Yes,
like,
well, she wants to join the guild, and then also the rich kid will be able to fund it as well, presumably. So he's gonna go some places, and he's gonna piss some people off by doing that.
Well, even the director Go said like you're going to be wanted. You're internationally. You're going to be wanted by everybody.
People are going to approach you.
Yeah.
Do you approach me?
This is so big. Like it's like such an open concept. Like,
and so he started his own guild. Sorry, I'm thinking.
I'm checking my door. I'm seeing him so well. He's at my door.
Look how excited he is because when he's
in one of these games, I made my own guild because I was tired of getting guild invites, even though I didn't want to be. And that's literally what Ginny's like. I'll just make my own guild so I don't get invited to anyone.
Dude, that's so relatable.
Right? You just make your own shit so you stop getting the invites.
Well, and the president had a previous conversation with him in this season about like, you're going to screw up the balance of powers. Maybe join us so that way we can keep the balance. And then he's like, nah, I do my own thing because I'm a Sigma male dog. It's so good. Yes, solo leveling, baby. Of course, you're going to start your own guild. All right. Any last thoughts before we move on to some American Gangster? Which, God bless it, I love me some Denzel. Any last thoughts on solo leveling?
Watch it.
Yeah, find a way to watch it.
Badger, did this change any of your thoughts on what you think's happening in like what's like really happening meta? Like because we've had some theories about what we think's going on. Did it alter your theories at all?
No, it didn't. It sort of actually just sort of embedded them more. I still need like another little piece missing, but as far as like realms and players,
there are clearly magic beasts that are next level the same way he is next level, and then presumably there's a good chance with this whole system set up for a player, he's probably not the only player. Like they have this whole system set up just for him. There's probably other people who have been awakened into players as well.
Yeah. Well, and what's her face? Who was like I always forget her name. The one that like everyone smells different based on their power, but Jinyu doesn't. When she talks about getting stronger, it's like, can you reawaken? Yeah. She has the thing. The other guys had the thing,
and she's very prominent in like the intros and stuff too. She's very centered, so she's definitely going to play a role later. Like they're focused on her a lot more than what would be justified from what we've gotten from her so far. I hope there's a love interest between the two. Because not that we necessarily need a romance, but like an accidental romance happening would be awesome. And then and well, of course he'd be reluctant.
He needs to find
Sigma male.
solace. And, but then be someone that can protect herself too.
They'll have some sort of shared trauma or something like that. But then she starts seeming weird, and he's like, "Is she a bad guy?" But then no, she's got something weird going on, just like him, and it brings them even closer together. And then she dies.
Watch, there's a romance.
Right into the fridge.
He wants to clear out dungeons and stuff, but she won't let him because it's like video games.
You're always solo leveling. Never ever time together.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
Yes, hilarious. All right. Yeah, World of Warcraft divorces are real. All right. So, American Gangster. 2 hours and 37 minutes long. Like, the only thing that can justify that length, I feel like, are gangster movies. Still shouldn't be that long. A lot of long gangster movies. And most of them pull it off. And you know who can definitely pull it off? This insane freaking cast. So you get Denzel is just insane. I love Denzel. Absolute national treasure. We need more strong black men in our life. And then you get Russell Crowe it up. Man, I really just wish we would have had a Heat moment in a diner where they did like a face-to-face talk. Would have been really nice. I kept wondering if like the main like New York detective that was corrupt. When I first saw him, I was like, "Is that Josh Brolin?" And then I saw him again. I'm like, "Oh no, that's not Josh Brolin. I'm being silly." Turns out it was Josh Brolin. Wait, God, what's this dude's name in Doctor Strange?
Mordo.
Mordo. I'm gonna call him M'Baka because I finally remembered M'Baka's name. I keep making jokes now. Every black man I don't know in Marvel's name.
That's Winston Duke.
All right, Hottie. She was. Who else? What's so crazy is there's actually a bunch of good people that didn't even make it on this first part of the list. John Hawkes, I like this guy because he's in Risk Cutters and I love that movie. RZA, who literally has, you get to see his Wu-Tang tattoo that says RZA on it. So they're in like the 70s or whatever, whenever Vietnam was, and he's got the Wu-Tang tattoo with his name on it. You'll love to see. Yeah, wait, Malcolm Goodwin. This was the dude in Reacher, right? The black detective in Reacher.
Was
right?
it?
Or no, what was he?
Is that the guy?
Eugenio.
He was in something. Yeah, Reacher. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I really liked him in
he's
Reacher
got
too.
Glasses on. Yeah.
Oh, so Superman can't hide his identity with glasses on.
Bro,
if he's
I'm not
black,
gonna lie. When I met Dante from Verbal Riot, I did not fucking recognize him because you only see him with those thick ass glasses. And then when he walked, I was like, I heard him first, of course, because he's just as hot voice wise and it's just loud. Yeah. Glasses do. Yes. If you're just casually like ABF, if he threw all his shit off and had different hair and his glasses were off, you never know. Slouched.
Well, no, every time like GCA intro when they make memes of him without the goatee, I'm like, who the fuck even is that? All right, so American Gangster one last little bit, and then we'll get on to some grifting. Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. Bunch of other good people that didn't even make it into these top.
Armand
and then this
Sante.
This was the he's good. This was the biggest shock to me. It ended. I'm like, that's a good movie. And then the credits pop up and immediately directed by Ridley Scott. It literally jump scared me because Ridley Scott these days, I've seen some of his movies. And they've been absolutely atrocious to the point where I now like get triggered by Ridley Scott. Like, I joke about it jump scaring me. 90% joke. Because I was like, oh yeah, he used to have talent.
Yeah, now when I see Ridley Scott, I'm like, it's probably going to be bad. I actually think that.
It's genuinely really sad. Like, I think Romulus is what we got with Romulus with Fede Alvarez or whatever is better than he probably would have given us. So lots of strong black men. You know, they got to sell the heroin to feed their families or whatever. Oh yeah, we got the Norman Rockwell. I love that. Strong black men. I would prefer they not have to sell heroin to do it. The diner scene when the family's sitting around because he sees Idris Elba, who Idris Elba didn't even make it into the top cast. There's so many good actors in it. Walks up to him, puts the gun to his head, and then so Idris Elba does the, oh, well, I'm going to put my forehead right up to it because look how cocky I... Walks back in the diner, napkin on his hands, and goes, oh, so what was I saying? Oh, big old cock!
He puts the money
Oh.
in the guy's suit.
Yeah, yes, the 20%, yeah.
20%.
In the jar.
Speaking of Rossi, he wants to get his.
Yes.
For 5, don't forget T.I. getting crunk up in American
Yeah,
Gangster.
oh my God, yeah,
In
literally.
this, peace up, A-Town, hashtag Atlanta Ho.
Was this before or arrested?
PTL
Before or after he was arrested for illegal guns or whatever it was? Nothing like having a career and finally making it, and then buying guns illegally for no fucking reason and ruining it all. Hey, let's be a NFL player who has dogfighting rings. For those that don't know, Mike Vick just got upstaged by the largest dogfighting ring ever. It's beautiful culture. All right, so American Gangster, absolutely loved it. Justified its length. Characters were so good. Denzel, hell of a performance. Lot of good lines. All right, so a little bit of grifting, and then we got some gaming to get to. Scooby Pup's got some compliments. Yeah, she does. I knew it. Compliment time. All you men, especially Erwin on the panel, look great. Erwin especially in blue. The Badgerine in mysterious black. Looking all diabolical, but shouldn't Gooch... ABF loved them guns. Thank you, Scooby Pup. Your compliments are what get me out of bed in the morning. It's before the illegal gun charges law. Yeah, that's what I thought too. What an idiot. All right, so we've completed everything. We've completed the 1750 goal, and that's the last goal, guys. We're also like 20...
in Velma.
No, I probably don't need to watch we're not going to hit 2000. Look, we're not going to hit it. All right, we're like 207. We're like 200 away. We're not going to hit it. Please, God, we're not going to hit it, guys. All right, so I need to add a 5 to there. What are we at? 232. We're 18 away from me doing a spin. And I know, ABF, you've been playing inZoi, right?
No, I have not. I did gift it to Hypnotic, and he was actually pissed off about it. So that was kind of funny. He actually messaged me on Steam. He's like, bro, what the fuck?
He's asking for it. Yeah. He, like me and getting all the Tomat gifts, is going to have to private his library as well, probably. So, inZoi, The Sims have gone woke as fuck. So the Koreans gave us a new version of The Sims that's actually good and wasn't woke. And look, it even managed to beat Banana and War Thunder. Also Siege. AC Shadows never did that.
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Well, I was seeing screenshots of, oh, look, they have male and female options only. Look how base this game is. Well, the terrorist on the left decided to attack, and now it's no longer male and female. They've added non-binary.
That's a change from the beta to the final release, by the way. The beta all the way up until the end did not have the non-binary.
And people were like, based. And then they complained about the non-binary. And then they've also complained, if you notice, the world of inZoi is eerily heterosexual. Gooch, has anyone ever told you that you're eerily heterosexual? No? Oh, you should probably work a little harder on that then. Don't fret. The distinct lack of gay Zois is a known issue. Dun, dun, dun. You can also choose who you're attracted to, male, female, or non-binary. So like non-binary
same sex relationships in the game, but you have to custom make all those characters for that to happen. What they're talking about is that they're not just seated and sprinkled around the world as far as being able to find them in the
eerily
in the
heterosexual, one could say.
I've never been called eerily.
What about eerily homosexual, Gooch? Has anyone told you that?
I believe you did in the back room before we started this.
That was extra eerie. So you can be non-binary, you can be attracted to non-binaries, but if you want to actually fuck a non-binary, however that works,
what they're
you have to
fighting
make
for
the
is
non-binary
when they're
character.
just roaming around the world, they want to
and parks and park bathrooms and stuff.
yeah, well, they just want to find these NPCs that are into the
Park
opposite
bathroom,
sex.
anonymous gay sex. Yeah.
Edge of the forest.
You know, there's a
Brambles
bunch
and
of cats
brambles.
in the game. I wonder if they're going to start bringing that
I
to
have
the.
no idea what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Oh boy, you stole my damn joke, you son of a- And that's with like the 5-second delay too. Plus 5 points to Gryffindor. All right, so not gay enough. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, give a woke mouse a cookie, they ask to chop your kid's balls off. So yes, Ross, it's a balance, you know. It's like between being crazy and eccentric, you know.
And isn't that part of the problem with Sims? EA kind of just gave in to everyone's
Chess
demands.
scars.
Yeah, they
And then you
added
got
chess scars,
scars.
and like a lot of the characters are just gay in the game that you interact with, and you didn't really want it to be that way. If
Which Badger, it was Veilguard game director or something like that, came from The
Corinne
Sims, right?
Bush?
Yeah, Corinne Bush, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the person who put all
they-
the chess scars on then went and helped wokeify Veilguard.
Yeah, no, Corinne Bush is 100% the driving force of that ideology.
Yeah. So then the Koreans are like, the Sims fucked themselves over with Corinne Bush. Let's make a good version that's not woke. And then the SJWs have gotten to them.
but
And
now they're just going to give in, and it's going to turn into a Sims.
yes, because a lot of people think that like Japanese and Koreans are like too base. They're not going to let it in. But a lot of them don't really understand this. And then when the crazy SJWs attack them, they're just like, well, let's just do it then. So their baseness, their natural baseness doesn't always save them. That's how we get like the Konamis and stuff like that. There's lots of woke companies over in the East. And sadly, they're going to have to learn their lesson that players don't want this. And yeah, you got to make your voices heard and you got to boycott. And then we get things like Ubisoft having to sell themselves to Tencent, essentially. So it sucks. They're less woke than the West, obviously, but they're not as used to all the, because like we've become numb to the cancel culture SJWs here. Whereas they haven't experienced it as much. So it works on them a bit more still. Also, they're a little more submissive on the East, whereas we're a little more freedom. We're going to yell gamer slurs at you on social media. All right, so ABF, prepare for some evangelizing. Kyle, I hope Assassin's Creed Shadows balls get gargled just as hard now that Tencent will be calling the shots. Third day a game you've never heard of before recently passes 100K. Today it reached 190K, but Ass Creed is a big hit, guys. Schedule 1.
This is actually, this is from March 28th. If you check the Steam charts as of last night, it was 319,000 people as peak concurrent.
Have you checked Twitch? Who's watching on Twitch? Because Yasuke Simulator, there's more people who ended up watching that on Twitch than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, I have not for Schedule 1.
There's 375K in
It
game
went up.
right
Let's
now.
go.
It's currently at the new peak right now.
Oh
and
my
shout out
God.
Corn Boy bought this for me last night, and this game's like $17, not on sale. It's probably overpriced for what it is, at least how it looks. And people say, and I don't care, I'm buying this dumb game because we all want to play Drug Wars updated for a modern audience. And yeah. And so it's multiplayer ABF. I will be able to join your gang.
It is co-op, yes. I think I'm not sure. I did start a game with some other people, so I don't know if it's like a jump in, jump out situation. But it is really cool. It's basically the same thing as single player, except you can play with all your friends and go and do drug deals and hey, man, I need some more crack over here. All right, I'm working on it,
And okay, so it's not just classic like sell various. You can also mix things together in your like Mixatron or whatever, and you make all kinds of like crazy strains of weed or crazy versions of like meth and whatnot, and you get to name them. They've got different effects. What does the Tropic Thunder effect do, ABF?
I can't remember. So one of the ones that
Tropic Thunder race swaps you. It turns white people
yes,
black.
That's it. Yeah. I figured that out on the strain that I made. Mine also makes you jump really high so you can escape the cops. But
you turn white people black and all of a sudden they can jump really high.
Yeah, so I was streaming it on Discord last night. Isaac thought it was hilarious that I was turning people black, and then I showed him you could turn black people white. It actually race swaps, back and forth, and jumping around, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's one of those stupid things, but people like stupid things. And Badger, I don't know how often you look at reviews. I often check the all reviews. That's what's so great about Steam. And often a lot of games I've played will have like, we'll have like, 1,000, 3,000 reviews or whatever on the first few days for a small indie game. Almost 25,000 reviews, and it overwhelmingly positive. Came out on the 24th. So less than a week, it already has almost 25,000 reviews, and it's overwhelmingly positive for a indie game about selling drugs that's somehow $18. Like,
go back to the first review.
Okay, one moment, please. One moment.
The strain that they were talking about made a type of
Tokyo Shart that gave the smoker pitch black skin and makes them bald. It's so funny. Everyone's having a great time with it.
Bought the game, brewed coke and meth with a friend, but he got caught, and he ratted me out for 1 gram of coke, and I got caught, and we all went to jail. But when we got out, we decided to play this game. I recommend it. Let's find a shorter one. A woman came up to me and asked for weed, didn't like the price I offered, proceeded to stab me with a broken glass bottle. 10 out of 10. A solo dev cooked up a banger. This is another solo dev game, crazy, with a solid gameplay loop, better than most AAA games out there. Plus, it's fun solo or with friends, which is the mark of a truly good game, in my opinion. Yeah, what I've been hooked on is Nebulock. Nebulock in a game about digging a hole.
Yep.
I think you found a black hole.
Oh, look at that glory hole. Look at that glory hole.
Oh my god, that is like,
I don't see the problem.
There we go.
Right. Man, what a freeze frame you just ended on. Okay.
And chat, today, this is the last day of the grift week. Please save me from my third world internet and force me to watch She-Hulk or Velma, guys. Please. We're what, $18 away from a spin, guys, and I will do whatever. Did I freeze yet? For a cheeseburger.
Everyone immediately went to the same place.
Guys, we have Training Day next to Hook. We got Howard the Duck next to Gone in 60 Seconds, new version. We got Death Race next to American Society of Magical Negroes, next to Smokey and the Bandit. Okay? We got Ultraviolet next to The Room. All right. I will get on that. Please don't abuse my accepting everyone's advice. I love you guys. When I gave B-Man my friend code, I did not expect it to be posted constantly in chat. Please
everyone's lining up with their
guys.
pants down.
Got a Lily Phillips situation going on here. Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason, B-Man. I get it. Is it?
I already, thankfully, from Tomac sending me all the Sex with Hitler games, I already privated my library, so I should be good.
Yeah, that's why you privated your library. Mm-hmm, sure.
There was a couple other. No, it was Sex with Hitler and a couple other games as well. One game he sent me. Oh, I think it's Sex with Hitler. He sent it to me, and I accepted it, and then I couldn't find it in my library. And then that's when I discovered certain games won't even show up in your library. And honestly, I was gonna let chat decide. Velma or She-Hulk, ABF. Velma or She-Hulk.
Well,
or do you want chat to decide?
I'll let chat decide, but I'm gonna.
He is a benevolent ruler.
I'm gonna sway it by saying I personally want She-Hulk on there.
Also, this is
shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
So there is room for 44 more of you to get a gifted. I assumed this was going to be broken before now. ABF gave out 6 of those. The rest will have to go out at a later date. So I think we already hit the goal, so feel free to not give me any more money. I love you guys so much. Let's do 50. Also, ABF blew its butthole out. 482.
Super chat. Well, I'll
say we are Wait, no, we already got the. Oh yeah, no, we hit. Okay, we got to do 2 spins on the wheel. Okay, spin. All right.
Chat is overwhelmingly saying Velma, but
Yeah, it seems
Oh,
like it.
really? Okay, well, I'm going to put up the poll in a second. Actually, Badger, will you go and play a couple clips for our friend of the channel,
Oh, of
ABF?
course.
Employer
It
of
is
the
impressive.
channel, ABF.
His power level is amazing. It's spectacular.
my favorite. Oh.
More.
Yeah, that's funny. You played the more clip, and then all of a sudden the Gifty started hitting again. So if it ever breaks again, we're playing the more clip.
Playing the more clip.
Let go. All right. Poll is in chat. What torture, Velma or She-Hulk? And let's get a spin. I got to do 2. We got good and bad on here. Who knows where it's going to go? And they're so small. It's going to be Hero? Ultraviolet? Ultraviolet?
Oh!
Ultraviolet. Yes. I'm actually excited. Who's the main actress for that? Because she's hot. I remember
Mila
that.
Jovovich.
Oh, okay. It works for me. And that's actually...
She looks pretty good in that movie, too. It's just the movie's really bad.
It's like live action anime, basically, like that, Neon Flux, the
Yes.
one with Charlize Theron, like...
Yes. Oh, Aeon Flux. That would have been a great one to put on here, too. Yeah, because I had Ballistics, X, and Sever. So, yeah, that was the only one I'd be missing on that. All right. Excellent choice, Wheel. And... Ooh, Velma is just winning by a bit. We're at 22 votes. It's basically 60-40. Velma is winning, though.
Wait, is
just
it the
throwing it out
director of Equilibrium?
I've seen more. Oh, wait, is it?
If that's true, then man, they made a really good movie and then a really bad movie.
Well, I love the one. The one was terrible. And then I found out he directed Dragon Ball Evolution, which I'm also going to be watching, thanks to you all. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because I'm hoping it's as terribly good as the one.
We have not successfully replaced our female action stars. And they are
yeah,
fucking
or male.
starting the show.
Yes, like that's what I said. Like with Denzel, I was like, "Who is the new Denzel?" And I was like, "Jonathan Major."
No, like they're all getting older, and I don't like Denzel.
Michael B.
needs to
Jordan.
stop.
Michael B. Jordan. There's one. Now, can we get 2?
Is he really a?
He's in that Sinners, which they spent a ton of money on.
Just saying,
Now, is he up to a Denzel? No, but like, he's like the closest we got to like strong black male lead, you know?
Well, we were
like,
just talking about this last night. They're not putting like younger, newer actors in movies, so we're just not getting any. They're just trying to recycle the old ones, so they're not actually building up any new actors for the future.
Yes, exactly. And then that's partly why I think they have to force all of the Zendayas and Pedro Pascals on us because they're like, we don't know what to do. These guys have lots of Instagram followers, though. That means they're popular. Let's force them onto everyone. All right. Let's see. Let's get a little shuffle going.
Anna de Armas, ballerina. Yeah.
I am hoping for Malcolm X or Lethal Weapon 3. Let's go! Malcolm X, my brother. No, we passed that. Ooh,
So
Troy.
many.
Pulp Fiction. We're doing a Pulp Fiction rewatch finally.
Oh,
That's actually perfect. I haven't seen that since I was a teenager, and I didn't quite appreciate it as much as everyone else.
You're gonna find some new clips out of that movie if you haven't seen it in a while.
I'm very happy with that. That's actually perfect. So part of this, all this grifting in the one, I'm switching over to video games. So I still got a few months left. If there's anything left you want me to watch, you got to make sure you get on the list in the next few months, which is partly what this is for. And man, I'm glad I'm watching Pulp Fiction again because, yeah, I'm so happy you guys had me watch all these great 80s and 90s movies, and to basically end it with Pulp Fiction is, I think, pretty appropriate. Wait, Ultraviolet. And then finish it with Pulp Fiction, I think pretty much sums up this whole experience I've had the last year of watching the greatest and worst movies ever made.
Motherfucker throw me off a balcony into a greenhouse. He better finish the job.
Speaking of the best and the worst, Yasuke Simulator, also overwhelmingly positive. Only 1,500 reviews, though. So here's the thing. Shout out to Tomac. Yeah, Tomac for gifting me this one. It's so much hot garbage.
By the way,
it's not
when people say my weed smells good, I'm like, yeah, I know it fucking smells good. That's why I buy it. All right.
I walked by some shady ass black dude the other day, and I was like, and he was smoking some terrible ass weed, and I'm like, I didn't even know that still existed. I didn't know it was even possible to get bad weed anymore. Like, what the hell? And he's smoking on the street corner in a shopping center. And I'm like, yeah, society is making him do that.
Maybe he mixed it with something that didn't work out with it.
Did it race swap him? He was
that's what I was about to say. And then he double jumped out of there. So do not buy this. It's absolute hot garbage. It's a broken mess where the ground and the walls aren't even connected. There's like gaps where you can see down into infinity in most corners. The enemies move like a swarm, like they all make the same motions. They move in like a group, like a school of fish. The weapons are retarded. The shooting barely works. You do down the sights if you aim all the way in, and it's the jankiest aiming down the sights thing ever. I died in the tutorial 3 times. If you die at any point, it resets you because it doesn't even have in checkpoints. It's the hugest piece of crap, and I appreciate you all so much that I finished all 8 episodes or 8 levels. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to finish it because some things were so broken that like I couldn't get past them, and then you die and you have to start over and play that thing all over again.
Are there Steam achievements?
Should be.
Probably not. Usually those are reserved for like real games, right?
How dare you not call this a real game?
Oh, it does have Steam achievements.
30
Holy
Steam achievements. Actually, let's go ahead and view them all. The Black Samurai, start the game. Okay, this actually sums it up perfectly. Less than 1 out of 5 people who own the game have started the game.
That's amazing.
Overwhelmingly positive. Find a motorcycle. So that's the thing, is the driving, the controls are broken. The second level, you're on a train and you have to ride the motorcycle over. And I just kept flying off because like, you can't just nudge to the left or right. You go like way to the left, way to the right. And then if you're like going through the air, if you do any kind of turning, it like turns you in air because the physics system totally broken. Become Samurai, finish chapter 1, which is the tutorial. So almost only 1 in 10 actually finished the tutorial, which I'm saying I died 3 times in. It actually was probably oh my God. The tutorial was the hardest level. This second level, I kept flying off the map. As far as enemies go, the tutorial was the hardest level. It was literally, the boss in that was more difficult than the final boss.
They over-prepared you.
You delivered tofu crazy taxi style at one point for some reason. You get a shotgun. Let's see. Nuisance streamer. Yeah, at one point, nuisance streamers tried to attack you and you have to kill them. You get sniper rifle. The sniper rifle
It's a Barrett M82. It's this rifle right up here.
Oh, nice. Well, like, you know, when you look in your scope and things like look closer, it doesn't do that. You just zoom and it's just a dot. So it's not even a sniper rifle.
Yeah, just like real life.
Sometimes you would shoot it and have to do like a long reload and sometimes not. I literally couldn't even figure out like the reload and like the rechambering thing because I don't know. Wait. There was a second handgun? I never even knew there was a second.
You didn't akimbo?
No, I didn't even realize that was the thing. Now there's another car, Takeda Deer. I just want to see who actually beat it. Get hit by a K truck.
The K truck.
Right,
my buddy owns one of those things. They're funny.
Where's the finish shit? Defeat the finish chapter 7. So yeah, 6.8% of people actually finished the game. Do not buy it. We shouldn't give Assassin's Creed Shadows money. We also should not give Yasuke Simulator money.
The
Shout out
difference
Thomas.
between the percentages kind of points to the only people playing it are achievement hunters. Actually, is kind of
you are one of you are one of those, right? I've never understood it. Why do you like achievement hunting?
Well, I like to do the achievements because it forces you to play the game in the way that you didn't play it before. So usually what I do is I play the game and then I go back and try to do the achievements. I'm like, oh man, I should have did this the entire time, you know?
I'm the same way.
Completionist. Yeah. So ABF, it's similar to like how trying to speed run a game about digging a hole. It's like an entirely different game. Or certain games after you like beat it will do like challenge modes to kind of switch things up a bit.
But I hate some of those because it's like, especially when I was doing the Assassin's Creed 100% and like I still have PTSD from some of those, like Assassin's Creed 3, where you have to kill 2 of the biggest man of war ships by hitting their critical spots, but you can't take any damage. I'm already starting to sweat. You can't take any damages from the fucking incoming sea. So you have to perfectly hit them without sinking them so that they show the critical, all the while avoiding the fucking rogue waves that damage you.
It's like Ghost of Tsushima too.
As I was going through, some of those were beat it like in 3 minutes, and I'm like, this game is so janky. I would not want to try to beat anything in a time.
In Assassin's Creed 2, Red Dead Redemption 100%, get all the animal catalogs.
That's like masochistic at that point.
I have no problem just giving up when I see that it's way too hard. Like Nebulok, for instance, you have to beat the game on like permanent death mode, so you can't restart. Yeah, it's not possible. Dude. I'm not even gonna try after 2 attempts. So
well, that's the point. Some of them are so like ridiculous, and some of them are skill based, and it's a healthy balance. But like.
Like I actually think that I could do that, but I'd have to like devote my entire life to it. You know what I mean?
Well, Assassin's Creed made sense because a lot of those sub challenges were the idea of full synchronization, i.e., you are reliving a memory. This is exactly how your ancestor did it. Even if it's like, why the fuck did he do that in under 3 minutes? But you still have to do it according to the thing. Yeah, it gets ridiculous on some of those achievements. Why am I doing this for 19 hours? Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, the AR fucking challenges. We have to go under it exactly like 2 hours.
Yep. Yeah, and then some of it just becomes like filler as well. It's like One Piece, or it's like these are the achievements you want to get, and these are the ones you can ignore. But then when you're a completionist like Badger, your brain, your neuroses doesn't let you ignore.
He got it too. I still to Arkham City. I've never gotten that one fucking AR challenge, and he got it. I fucking hate him. I still resent you for it,
traitor. Who do you work for, Tech Rat?
Yeah. Look, enjoy it. Karma. You enjoy your achievement.
All right,
I
Gooch.
don't miss all that.
So, Gooch, we all know in your younger days you starred in softcore. So I would like to get your opinion on this. You know what the scoop on Grums is? Over 20 plus years ago, I ran a very successful, very profitable softcore company as an easy side gig. So YouTuber was going to expose him. And so he just went ahead and exposed himself because he used to make money off of selling softcore on websites. Sounds like something like ABF would have done. Like tech guys love this stuff. Like with the internet boom, everyone's making websites to try to make easy money and whatnot.
I would never do degenerate shit like that, to be honest. Like, no joke.
Yeah, but like we're living in OnlyFans times. Like even if we have too much morals for it. So that's my question then for you, Gooch and ABF, and I guess Badger, you can weigh in on the butt too. Do you care? Does this bug you? Like a lot of people are just.
It doesn't bug me that someone else.
This is Trump and Stormy Daniels situation where a lot of people are just like, oh, he fucked a porn star. I like him more now. It's like, oh, you ran. Oh, the guy who wants women to be more attractive likes hot women. Oh, okay. Gooch, you got any thoughts? I mean, you used to do softcore. Is it tough getting jobs and stuff?
I personally wouldn't. I mean, the past is the past, but I personally wouldn't do this. I'm
not asking about if you personally would. Are you disowning Grums now over it?
No, you didn't let me finish. I personally want to do it, but I don't care if other people do it. Like if you need to do that, you do that. Everyone, whatever floats your boat.
I forgot I owe you guys some Sweeney. Yeah. I don't care, and it's funny.
I'm tired of people digging things up from the past.
Yes,
that's what I'm tired of. Like,
it's a good time to advertise my Angry Badger OnlyFans. I show Dick Root and V Cut. It's very inclusive.
V Taper. Gooch loves that V Taper.
Yep.
That V Taper.
That deep V.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just love the hypocrisy of like the left or like the biggest degenerates. They call these whores sex workers and stuff like that, and then they're gonna try to own the chuds by saying the weird Asian nerd ran a softcore site.
And it's not
you're getting a calendar whether you like it or not. Just saying.
Didn't the biggest cuck ever, Harry Sissons, just like all this information come out about him?
Is he playing Luke Skywalker at Galaxy's Edge?
No, he apparently has a lot of side pieces, and apparently they all came together and found out that
The joke before that is that he was a Melody Mac slur, and we think that he leaked some of that out so that people would be like, "Oh man, he's straight," but I think it got leaked out too much.
That was the running theory. It was a false flag, so everyone would stop calling him gamer slur.
Yeah, but then people were like, "Man, too many girls came out about this." So, but no, Grums is a self-proclaimed leftist. He's said it many times on Twitter. He's open about it. So it's not surprising that a leftist pointing out that another leftist did some degenerate stuff, right? Are we surprised by that?
Yeah.
No.
It's tech people. Is he out in Cali? I mean, he's working on this stuff. I assume he's California. So it's, yeah, a lot of them, like, they're still left, but they're more like liberals, like the left was back in the day, rather than crazy woke mind virus liberal. But then that's the thing is, if you break from the cult, they're not happy, even if you just break a little bit. So the classic liberals are now considered right wing.
He got race swapped. Sorry, he's black now.
Oh yes. I had this as like a $500 goal, but we weren't hitting it, and I was like, oh wait, shit, we finally hit a 500. So
I'm not gonna lie, all this
Black
talk
Lives
has
Matter.
just made me want to go back and play Grand Theft Auto online. I have a vast drug empire: cocaine, counterfeiting, weed, methamphetamine. It's all over San Andreas. I might have to do a shipping run. I don't know.
Oh
Well,
shit,
Badger-
ABF, this Tropic Thunder is lit, dog. What you saying? Shit.
It's funny because we were comparing GTA Online to Schedule 1 last night, and how it's like kind of similar, how you could, start your drug business, but it's a little bit more like, in the weeds, to where you could actually like mix the ingredients together, whereas in GTA you're just like telling people to make the drugs,
It's like Monster Rancher, or like certain games back in the day where you could like take two monsters and try to combine them. And like, I love those sorts of games as a kid because you'd always try the most, they always make total shit. But that one time you got a cool, or like the old Yu-Gi-Oh card game where they'd fuse all the cards together and you're like, what will I get? But with drugs.
I'm literally a fucking supervillain. I have a space laser. I've got a submarine. I've got a fucking like an aircraft carrier or some shit. It's ridiculous the amount. But Batmobile,
Flying, yeah. Flying
VTOLs.
That
Back to the Future flying cars.
How you're dressing, that should be on Fridays, because like Friday, next Friday.
It's Friday. Oh wait, no, what's the song?
Debo.
No, the movie Friday.
Yeah. And I'm trying to talk about the whitest girl I've ever seen. What's the like most disliked video? What's her name? Everyone loves her. Chat, help me. You all love that song.
Friday.
That song, yeah. Gooch knows it. My favorite part is when the older black man comes out and starts rapping in the middle of the teenage girl's pop song.
What happened?
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, Rebecca Black. Yeah, what happened to her?
Oh, yeah, she probably made lots of money and then fucked off.
She probably Cash Me Black. That's probably.
Or like her parents like used her and took all of her money. All right, so we are done with the Gooch used to work in softcore. One last story.
Hey,
one last
let
story.
Let the past be. Let the past be.
Kill it if you have to.
Sorry, I forgot. We
there may be some VH tapes out
one
there
last
somewhere.
Oh wait, we hit 500, so we actually get to watch the lingerie ad, Sydney Sweeney. I need to check my bookmarks real quick.
38 seconds at a time.
All right, so actually, here, real quick, Take-Two CEO has revealed that they are purposely not revealing the GTA 6 release date yet to maintain anticipation. Okay, I can see that.
That's not the only reason.
Oh yeah, well, so it's like, okay, I can see that. I guess that makes sense. But marketing for the game won't begin until very close to launch. ABF, what are they hiding?
They don't have their game finished yet, and they don't know exactly when it's going to be completed. So hopefully they let it cook and not rush things, because that's how failed launches happen. Even though it's going to sell more than any other game ever, but if they have a bad launch, they're going to hurt potential future sales.
Bad launches are so common, and they so often destroy the game. Even if they fix it, the player base never ever comes back.
Yeah, but one thing they have going for them is it's only going to be on consoles first. It's only going to be the single player mode at first, so they will have they'll have time to patch out the single player, which will potentially point out problems for the multiplayer, and hopefully things go well on that. I have my doubts for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Do you think it's to hide wokeness, the waiting till right up? Because even if some stuff's broken, the marketing's not broken. You can still put out pictures. Do you think that they're a little worried about people not being happy with the Latina woman or some wokeness, or do you think they're just hiding it because it's not quite ready? Because
is someone talking right now?
You're fucking killing me, man. You're fucking killing me. Like it's like,
It's the biggest fucking game. Like, it's going to make so much money. Like, the
So
marketing
big.
is more important than any other game's marketing has ever fucking been. And then, like, we're going to wait till the last second to do it. I'm like, okay, something is going on here. Something's happening?
Hubba hubba. Stop that.
11 days. 11 days. 11 days. 11 days.
The Doolies were giving this away for free on their stream. Can you believe it? I had to reprimand them.
They don't even know.
They don't even. She even pulls it up and wiggles it a bit, and then she shows the matching panties. You do that for free? Crazy. Thank you, Chad. I love you. Couldn't look at Sydney Sweeney's boobs without you. All right. Last tab, and then we got on up out of here. Labyrinth. Freaking loved it. I talk about things being extra, and this movie had so much extra. When I talk about how Princess Bride needed dragons, this is like exactly what I was talking about. It needed extra. And oh damn it, now it's onto something else. What are you kids what are you children laughing about?
Just being a child.
I'm just going to my room. Let me go back when I'm in my room.
Leave me alone when I'm vacuuming.
I'm vacuuming my room.
Ridiculous. Shout out.
All right. My biggest complaint about Labyrinth, I was Jennifer Connelly, weren't a teenager, so she'd be hot. And yeah. But David Bowie, that doesn't stop him. He's trying to turn her into the Goblin Queen, I assume. I don't really know what was going on there. David Bowie was great. All of the singing segments were atrociously bad, and exactly why I hate musicals so much. The musical stuff was just as bad as the rest of the movie was good. It kept taking me out. I freaking loved it. It was a side monitor movie, but I kept going back to it and eventually became a main monitor movie because I enjoyed it so much. Is it Jim Henson? Do you know? Is Jim Henson does all the puppets? Yeah, Jim. Oh, and a writer. Okay. I love Jim Henson. It turns out I just love Jim Henson. I understand why everyone else loves Jim Henson now. His puppetry stuff, all the movies, it's extra. It's always so much extra. And then with Gremlins 2 having so much extra, me liking, I'm like, oh, I think I really like puppet movies because puppet movies, they try so hard and they put so much extra into it.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? I like puppet movies. I like puppet movies, guys. I said it. Is
I
that
accept
weird?
you.
Is that okay? Okay.
It makes sense that Erwin likes puppet movies.
It's so weird.
Makes sense.
And extra and just so like non sequitur and like tangential.
Are we describing you or the puppet
Yeah, that's what I'm
movies that
saying. And then like it confused me because like so many people like all these boring things. I'm like, it's boring, and but like I love them. I like boring. Yeah, ABF said I have to stop calling them boring. We need to come up with a different name for boring. But he couldn't come up with a different name for boring, so I'm gonna keep calling them boring. But then I was like, oh, some people just like boring and they don't like the weird, and I don't like boring and I love the weird. And I'm like, oh, I guess people just have different tastes. Their tastes are wrong, but
we were talking about slow burn at the same time as boring, and I didn't like that those were being equated. So,
well, because there's slow burn and then there's boring, and sometimes people try to defend boring shit by saying it's a slow burn.
yeah, like I like the slow burn in Tarantino movies when they're just talking. I find that interesting, but a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people don't like that.
yeah, it really gets into how much you want character stuff versus how much you want like story stuff or like action and whatnot. And a lot of times people like lean into one. I like things that do a good balance. That's why I like me a Terminalist or Reacher works so well. That's why it's so watchable because it does that balance really well. Whereas Labyrinth is very fucking weird and very niche, but I am in that weird niche, so I really enjoyed it. Yeah, everything but the singing parts. Loved all the puppets. Loved all the sets. Story was good.
The boys love Jennifer Connelly. The girls love the story and David Bowie. And yeah,
and it really put into perspective what my problem with Princess Bride was, because this is in that Princess Bride realm, that never-ending story or whatever. And yeah, the reason I like them better than Princess Bride is because Princess Bride didn't really have a lot to it. It's just a story with a little bit of comedy here and there. There's lots of good one-liners, but there wasn't a lot extra to it. And that's what I ended up meaning by it needed dragons. And then this stuff, I'm like, yes, it didn't necessarily need dragons, but it could have used a Goblin King, something like that. So yeah, Labyrinth, excellent. Velma won 58% to 42%. Jesus Christ, I have to watch Velma. Oh my
Ooh.
God.
42% watched She-Hulk, huh? Interesting.
Yeah. We will track down all the Velma voters and we will take care of them, ABF. Don't you worry about it. Badger, anything you'd like to plug for tonight or tomorrow?
Just tonight. Well, Gooch will talk about tonight. And then tomorrow, yeah, Film Threat, where I'm going to make fun of everyone that thought fucking Snow White was going to be great. And then Badgercast, where hopefully, I don't know, maybe we'll do a little Vegas grifting because that's coming up. And yeah, we're going to be there.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's coming up.
ABF, anything you'd like to plug?
I'll be on Gooch's stream tonight, but man, I'm gonna hop on Schedule 1 after this because I ran out of stuff to sell and I decided just to go on a cooking spree. And while that was happening, people started just opening up my front door and coming in and be like, "Hey man, you got some stuff? You got some stuff?" And then one woman came in and I was like, "No, get out of here, leave me alone." And she actually started throwing punches. So I immediately turned around and grabbed my baseball bat, smack her across the head.
I'm getting this
I killed her.
Oh my God, I'm getting this game right now.
I was like, oh shit, now I have a dead body in my house. So I took it outside, threw it in the dumpster, and went back to cooking back.
Oh
so
God, I gotta get this.
Are you thinking about this game outside of the game?
That's all I've been thinking about this entire stream.
All right, yeah, sorry. I
love to see it.
I wanted to keep it short. I also forgot. Just want to knock it out. Kung Fury, I absolutely loved it. Really, really, really great. I highly recommend it to none of you because it's super weird. It's for me and only me. None of you are allowed to watch it. Kung Fury was awesome. Whoever it was in chat that said I had to watch it, they're allowed to watch it. No one else is. Kung Fury, so damn good. Gooch, anything you'd like to plug?
Late Night with Gooch, episode 35. 35 weeks of.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Hiding a Tesla in your garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's continued.
Yeah, it should be fun. The Cabal will be there. I'm sure we're going to be talking about Snow White and a few other things.
Yay.
James Gunn, always James Gunn. Yeah, so swing on by for that. And then this week, I'm off all week. So I know I'm going to get together with Zach's and we're going to have lunch. We're going to have burgers.
A little softcore.
A little bun touching. Yeah, a little softcore.
Fun touching.
And then, I'm just going to edit and be on streams and have some fun this week.
We hit 2,000. Let's spin another one. Also, Gooch, I'm just going to talk about it super quick. I promise we can get out of here so ABF can sell his drugs. Speed. Please be speed. That would be amazing.
It is
yes.
Speed.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
More clippable moments. Holy.
Oh, speed. So happy. Glad I spun that again.
Oh, we got all the balls in the world right here. Yeah, he's going to clip so many of the...
Chat, thank you. ABF, thank you. Could not do it without you. We hit that grift goal, and now we get to sing for fuck's sake. Hashtag
cancel Disney.
When I switch to video games, you're not allowed to do that anymore. Graph Web, I'm banning you.
Butt stuff.
No, I'm just kidding. You can do it anytime you want. Love your Graph Web. All right, real quick, Gooch, this is counting as my outro. I'm 1.5. Yeah, I'm about 1.5 through Kagurabachi. You didn't want to tell me what the premise of this is, but I'm telling others because they need to read it. So for me, this felt like Tokyo Ghoul meets Demon Slayer. So you get the edgy, like, hot topicness of Tokyo Ghoul, and I really want to read Tokyo Ghoul but I just got so much to read before. So I got that Tokyo Ghoul vibe, and basically his dad builds samurai swords, and he makes 6 magical samurai swords, and then things happen, and then he has to go get all the magical swords back from the bad guys, including this bad guy, whose character design I really fucking enjoy, and the art is great. Has this been announced? Is this going to be an anime? Because if they haven't announced it yet, this is 1,000% going to be an anime.
Yes, it is. Has been announced.
Okay,
it's an anime.
Yeah, and it's going to do gangbusters. Yeah, you like anime and manga. This is exactly what you're looking for.
Is that Japanese or is that Korean?
It's Japanese. Yes,
Japanese. Okay.
Japanese.
Cool.
Highly recommend Kagurabachi. And then I had some other stuff. Badger, I'm so sorry. My tax deducting is going to be a little out of control on your next streams, but Amalgam's in there.
Super Soldier from Amalgam.
Yes.
Or Amalgam if you're Neatame. Predator.
I like it. I literally call it Amalgam now. It's in my head now. I don't purposely call it Amalgam. It's just called Amalgam now. I blame you. All right. Anything else to say to chat?
Stay Gucci.
Everyone has AIDS. My grandma and my dog go blue. AIDS.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends. Yeah. Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well. Bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
Chat, now you get out there and you sell your meth.